the Activated Storytellers 40th podcast, April 19th, 2007.
This week's story is Pele from Hawaii.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
And I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Zephyr.
And together we are...
The Activated Storytellers.
I'm not sure who's who anymore. We are coming to you from Chicago, Illinois, this week, and we are getting ready to celebrate Earth Day. And also, coming up next week will be National Park Week. That will start April 22nd. So we picked out a story this week for Earth Day. We'll be telling that in just a moment. But first of all, a few words about what we've been doing in Chicago. We really haven't been too much in Chicago itself, just the outskirts in Chicagoland.
No, but I'd actually like to make a visit to the main area of Chicago itself, because I have heard that they're supposed to be filming the next Batman movie on location in Chicago, and there's a building called the Old Post Office, and I've heard a movie crew has been supposedly spotted constructing an outdoor set there, so I don't know if it's the Batman movie crew or what, but...
So you want to go check out the rumors and see if it's true?
I want to bike ride along Lake Michigan downtown. That's what I want to do.
We have been doing some bike riding. We took our bikes out the other day and did just a little tour around.
Another thing I want to do is I want to play a game of miniature golf at a miniature golf course that is in the basement of a funeral home.
Well, that sounds like fun.
They actually have that here. You can go play golf in the basement of a funeral home. You can even have a game of golf included in part of your funeral package. Just think about that.
That's a cheery thought. We may have to check that out and see if that's true or not. We do have a story, like I said, this week to celebrate Earth Day.
Earth Day was founded in 1970. Senator Gaylord Nelson of Wisconsin had a lot to do with organizing it. We owe him a big debt of thanks. The first Earth Day was a very successful big event, and we've been sort of commemorating it ever since. There are actually two Earth Days, though. First day of spring, and then there's April 22nd.
Now, why did April 22nd get chosen? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't. But there is a rumor. There is a rumor that because it happens to be also the birthday of Vladimir Lenin, that a bunch of communists were behind it. There was such a thing about that back in 1970 when this all got started. There was all this investigation into all these coincidences about it being Lenin's birthday and so on. And I love the statement made by a representative of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Something like, there are subversive elements out there who are trying to make our children live in an environment that is good for them.
The horror! Oh no! Help!
Yeah, wow.
Okay, and it is also going to be National Park Week, and we'll talk about that after our story. Pele, the volcano goddess.
Long ago, before Hawaii, there was Pele, who lived in a large family with her father, her mother, her sister, and assorted other siblings. Now, Pele and her sister like to argue.
I don't like to argue. She just never shuts up.
Yeah, well, you borrowed my hula hoop and started doing that stupid dance with it.
Yeah, but you drenched all of my candles.
You stole my coconut shells and wore them to a party.
Those were my coconut shells. You took them to begin with.
No, they are not yours. They don't even fit you. And you pulled some thatch off the roof to make that grass skirt with, too.
That grass skirt? That thing was so ugly. You made it. I burned it.
Kids, stop arguing.
Charizard, attack!
Oh, yeah? Well, Blastoise, defend me.
Kids, put away those games. Come on, bedtime.
I am not going to bed.
Yes, you actually are.
Well, Pele got so tired of arguing and she got so angry with her sister that she left. She took a vacation to Hawaii.
Kamo'olai.
What?
Come, I'm taking your canoe. Take me over to Hawaii.
Oh, whoa, slow down, little lady. You're taking what?
I'm taking your canoe. Now, come on. You can drive or you can stay here. Let's go.
So the brother took her there. He knew better than to argue with her.
No. Go left. Go left.
Right.
No, not right.
No, right, as in yes, you are correct. We are going left.
Oh.
But she couldn't quite decide where she wanted to live.
I need someplace with atmosphere. A lot of atmosphere. I've got to have some fire around. I'm going to dig in here. Right here.
Well, you're having your atmosphere. I'm going to have a nap over here.
Oh, this makes me mad. I cannot find any fire.
She would come to an island, dig a hole for her home, and it would,
Be flooded by my sister. She's following me. Namaka, get out of here. Out of here. You go back home to Kahiki. Go. Oh, I'm just boiling mad.
So she kept on moving from island to island until finally she came to the big one.
I want that mountain. That mountain's mine.
She was talking about Mauna Loa. But she didn't have peace and quiet for long because along came her sister.
Found you. You thought you could get away from me. Nah, 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 nah.
You just came along to ruin everything.
Yeah, well, you were named after a soccer player, so there.
I was not. I came first.
Yeah, well, take that.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to throw rocks at you.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to throw water at you.
Oh,
I'm getting the popcorn.
how take the water off of me. I'm steaming now. I'm just steaming.
We'll see who's the whatever it is we're fighting over.
Oh, what does it matter? Just get out of here. Go, 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 go. Ow, 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 stop that, stop that.
Well, they kept fighting until finally Pele was killed. But her spirit lives on in Mauna Loa, the most active volcano in Hawaii.
And possibly the most active volcano in the world. Now, I used to live in Hawaii, and I know some stories there. In fact, there's a very famous story or legend that let me tell you the story first. First of all, the legend is that if you take lava from the national park there at Mauna Loa and you take it out of the park, which is against the law, but if you do, bad luck will happen. And I had a friend who did that. And I swear, I think she then gave me the rock, and it was true. Bad luck actually happened. Well, find out later on in researching this story that was just a legend made up by the park ranger. Of course, it is not legal to take anything out of the national park, so he made up the story about that.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's probably why he made up the story. But my bet is people tend to believe that's true because when you have something like that, you take the bad things that happen to you normally, or I tripped and fell or whatever, and you attribute it to this rock.
Well, I believed it when I was little.
And what I gather is that a lot of people who have taken rocks from the park have sent them back along with letters detailing what bad luck this rock brought them. And the rocks and the letters are displayed there at the national park, some of them.
Well, I know. I threw the rock away because I didn't want that bad luck anymore.
Now, this is kind of appropriate that we're talking about Hawaii while we're in Chicago.
Is it? How so?
Well, it is just about a year from now that we are going to be going to Hawaii ourselves.
We're a little premature here, yes. But yeah, in a year we will be in Hawaii.
So this is our 1 year pre-anniversary of going to Hawaii.
Also, national parks, tons and tons of national parks across the country. And what we do, living on the road, is we've got the National Park Pass that you can get for the year. And then you can go to any national park in the country. You're already paid for. Your admission's covered. And you get to go hang out. Now, what are some of your guys' favorite national parks across the country?
I like Yosemite and Yellowstone, of course. Arches.
Arches is in Utah. Is it on the Colorado border just down?
No, it's pretty close to Colorado, I think, if I remember right, but it is in Utah.
I know which one is in Colorado, and that would be Mesa Verde.
Mesa Verde, yeah.
Yeah, that's a neat one with the ruins there up in the cliff dwellings. How about you, Zephyr? What's your favorite?
I like the things on the coasts. Washington.
What I'm thinking of is Dinosaur National Park. That one has been a favorite of ours. We've got some stories from Dinosaur National Park. I think you want to tell that story?
They have the Green River, and they used to have, I don't know if they still do, I'm pretty sure they still do, but I haven't checked into it. They used to have a ranger-led program where you would put on a life vest and just float down the Green River with just you and the life vest. That's it. There's no boat, there's nothing in between you and the water. You are in the water in the life vest floating down the river, and that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was. The ranger would tell you how to hold your feet, and then we would get out on the other side of the river after you float down for a while. He'd take you out on the other side and have you climb up a cliff. There was a few ropes there that you could hang on to, but you're basically doing a little cliff climbing.
I remember on the tour that we went on, there was this little old lady who was on there, and she handled everything really well.
Yeah, I mean, she was, oh yeah, I remember her. Her husband wasn't able to make the trip, but she came, and boy, she was a real go-getter.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite park experiences, too.
I understand now, though, that up at Dinosaur National Park, that the exhibit where you can see the actual dinosaur bones is temporarily closed. They had some problems with the building, so they are working on that. But hopefully that'll be open soon. Any other national parks? There's also...
Well, Gettysburg, of course.
that one we went to recently.
Mm-hmm.
Caves. Carlsbad Caverns. And they had a program down there. Do you remember this effort? It was a long time ago, but what did you adopt?
Bat.
A bat. You got to adopt a bat. We had a bat for a year. We even had a name. What was his name? Her name.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, well, anyway. So there's lots of neat programs. Kids can get involved in the Junior Ranger programs. Summer's coming up. I know a lot of people are going to be hitting the road, so stop by a national park, and you will not have a bad experience.
Unless it comes a heavy rain or something.
Well, I guess you could have a bad experience if you wanted to.
But even a heavy rain is sometimes fun in a national park.
Yeah, it's an adventure. We will catch you guys next week.
See you then.
The Activated Storytellers perform at schools and libraries nationwide. On stage, we use American Sign Language, physical comedy, imaginative props, and a giant, oversized book to bring the stories to life. For booking information, check our website at www.activated-storytellers.com, where you can also find out when the Activated Storytellers will be performing near you, read a story, or order one of our audio CDs. Until next time.